Hello, welcome to another mobility class. My name's Anna. Today we are doing a mobility sequence focusing on, first of all, shoulders, upper body, and then we're going to get into the hips and a bit into the hamstrings with some deep hip flexion movements as well. So we're going to do a little 5 or 6 minute warm up with some shoulder opening. We're going to get into a sequence which is going to be a repeated sequence for 15 minutes, and I would encourage you to do this through twice, and then a little 5-minute cool down, again coming back to the shoulders at the end. So only equipment that I would ask you to have for the end is a stick of some kind. So if you have a broomstick or a piece of dowel, you could even just use a strap instead if you don't have anything like that at home. So an old scarf, a belt, something like that. Otherwise, no equipment required, and we'll jump straight into it. So with our mobility, we're looking to explore ranges of motion in the joints. So in order to do this, we do need to push those ranges a little bit. So I'll encourage you today to explore your edge, looking for sensation in the different positions and movements. I'll provide regressions and progressions for your level, so I would encourage you to push yourself, but still be focusing on form and sensation in your body and just working with where you're at, and then there's always room to improve. So let's jump into it. Okay, our first movement is a shoulder mobility movement, where I want you to take the arms in a windmill sort of fashion, forward and back. Okay, so without overthinking this one too much, as the hand comes forward, the palm will face in, and as you take the hand behind you, the palm rotates and faces outwards and returns inwards on the way back to the front. Okay, so that sounds complicated, but you'll find that the movement is actually quite natural once you start doing it. More like swimming. We're swimming in the pool here. Okay, and reverse. Same thing, just going backwards. And here we want the majority of the movement coming from the shoulders, so we're not swinging or moving the torso in this one. That's a nice movement, but a different one. So here we want to keep the torso relatively stable, and the movement and the work is coming from the shoulders. Nice, really reaching with the hand and keeping the arms straight. So we're really stretching out with the arms as we go around. A little bit more. I know it does start to build, this one. I can feel it in my shoulders already as well. Lovely. Okay, I know the shoulders are burning, but we're going to do a little bit more. Bringing the hands out either side of you with palms face up. We're going to start with the right, drop the right shoulder down as you lean towards the left and return. Lean towards the right, drop the left shoulder in. So we're dropping that shoulder forwards and down. And continue to breathe here. I know it's shoulders are burning up, and see if you can keep breathing nice and calmly. As we explore these ranges through the shoulders that we don't normally do. Lovely. And coming down. All right, taking the arms out in front of you now, actually just starting with the right arm out. You can keep the left hand on the hip or on the abdomen. We're going to press the hand away, so pushing forward with the shoulder and then back. So you may have done these on the ground, sort of scapular push-up type movement. Now we're just doing it up here, standing. So pushing away and back. Press away. So this would be like our protracted movement and retracted through the scapula. Okay, so again, the movement is coming from the shoulder. We don't want to be twisting with the torso or the hips here. So isolating that movement and keeping some flexion through the hand. Whew. Shake that one out, other side. Left hand out, press it away and pull it back. So really feel that movement through the scapula on the left side. Again, keeping some flexion through the left hand and just checking that the torso is staying relatively still. It will move slightly, but we don't want exaggerated movement there. A little bit more. It's just 1 minute in each of these exercises to warm us up. Lovely. Last one, we're going to do both sides at once. So taking both hands forward, a little bit of a different movement though now. We're going to take circles through the shoulders. So pressing both hands forward, coming down, and then retracting the scaps, elevating, pushing away. Okay, so full circle through the shoulder. Again, maintaining some flexion through the wrists. And let's reverse. So you can take a little bend through the elbows with this one as well. Just noticing the tendency to tense through the jaw or the neck here as well. And letting that relax. And shake everything out. Shoulders should feel nice and warm now. All right, let's jump into the sequence. We're going to take one 15-minute round. We'll have a little active rest in the middle. And then I'd like you to repeat this twice. So let's jump in. Starting in a downward dog position. So lifting the hips up, press the ground away. Stay up on the balls of the feet, little bend through the knees. And let's take a bear squat. Lowering the knees down towards the floor, keeping the weight back through the legs. Upper body and arms are straight. And straighten out through the legs. Stepping the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Take the right hand to the right knee. Press it away, open out through that hip. Hopefully feeling that stretch through the right inner hip and maybe into the glute as well. And we'll take 3, 2, and 3. Moving into a Cossack lunge on the left leg. Pressing up with as little use from the hands as possible and then bending into that left leg, coming onto the heel of the right foot. We're going to stay low here and see if we can move through the middle and come to the other side. If you can't come this low, just come as low as you can. And back to the left. Pressing all the way up to stand. Back to our lunge position. Downward facing dog. Tap the knees to the floor and step forward with the left leg. Same thing on this side. Left hand to the knee. Open out through that hip. 1, 2. Remember, we're searching for that sensation. 3. Pressing up. Cossack lunge on the right side. On the left. And back to the right. Use the hands if you need to help you press away from the floor. Back to the lunge.
Step it back to our starting position. Take the bear squat. This time, the right foot steps between the hands, stepping the left foot slightly in and coming up for good mornings. So here, take left hand to the belly, right hand to the lower back to help you maintain a long spine. Then we're moving down and imagine moving forward with the chest, closing the gap between the tummy and the thigh. And we're taking 3 here. 2. So looking for that stretch sensation in the back of the right hamstring, and even just pause there for a moment before coming up. 3. Switching over. Left foot forward, right foot back, switch the hands. Right hand to the abdomen, left hand to the lower back, and we're coming forward and down. 1, keep the gaze forward. 2, don't run straight away from that sensation, pausing there momentarily and coming up. 3, stepping it back to the starting position. Tap the knees, keep the weight back, and then lengthen through the legs. Heels can come down if you can. From here, we're going to step or hop forward into a squat position. Coming all the way down. If you need to take a supported squat or pop something under the heels, then do that. Okay, 2 options here. Take the left hand to the right ankle, bend through the elbow, lengthen through the arm, and then if the mobility is there, we take the hand behind the back and reverse. Okay, right hand to left ankle, bend the elbow, straighten the arm, optional to take the hand behind and reverse. So this is a really nice option. If you'd like to try something a little bit more intense, or adding on here, then we can take a rotational back bend. Take the right hand behind, press up into the balls of the feet, hips and knees come forward, and we reach back with the left hand. And then same thing on the opposite side. If you want to take a full rotation, feel free to do that. Where we come all the way around, pressing through the heel of the hand and back, and then do on the other way. So there are your options for this section. Feel free to try them all out or alternate depending on your fatigue level throughout the sequence. From here, we step back or hop back to our starting position, tap the knees, and we are back to the start. So we've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's keep going. Right foot steps. Press the knee away. 1. Again, searching for that sensation through the hip. 2. Could take a little pause in that furthest range of motion. 3. Preparing for our Cossack. Rotate and lunge. Stay low if you can. 2, 3. Press all the way back up. Turn back to the lunge. Tap the knees. Left side. Left hand to the knee. Press it away. 1, 2, 3. Prepare for the Cossack. Can you do it without any help from the hands? Give it a go. Staying low. 1, 2, 3. Press it all the way back up. Back to the lunge. Tap the knees. Getting ready for good mornings. Right foot steps. Left foot steps in, coming up. Set up with the hands, left hand to abdomen, right hand to back. 1, 2, taking that little pause at the bottom and pushing through that range of motion just a little bit. 3, not working with pain, but a little bit of discomfort is okay, is what we're looking for. Okay, switching the legs, left leg forward, coming down for 1. 2. And 3. Well done. Coming back to our starting position, taking that bear squat, tap the knees, and getting ready to step or hop forward into our squat. And picking any of those options from before. So staying here with me in the squat, or taking your half or full back bend rotations. Lovely. From here, we'll all meet back in the starting position. Tap the knees, and let's go again. Right foot steps for 1, 2, 3. Into your Cossacks. 1, 2, 3. Pressing all the way up to stand. Back to the lunge. Step it back. Tap the knees. Left foot steps forward. Press the knee away for 1, 2. Also think about driving that right heel back towards the back of the room. 3. Straighten through the front leg, rotate, Cossack. 1. Stay low if you can. Remember, you can stay up here if your ankle mobility is limited to come all the way down. 2, 3. All the way back to stand, rotate, step it back, tap the knees, right foot forward, step it in, and good mornings. Hips square, long through the spine. 1. Keep that gaze forward. 2. If we look down, we'll end up rounding through the spine. 3. Beautiful. Switch it over. Left foot forward. Switch the hands. 1. 2. 3. Step it back. Bear squat. Prepare to step or hop to our squat. You might want to take a different option this time. Nice. I said we'd have a little break. We've only got 4 minutes to go. So let's just sit in the squat just for a short little rest. Find your breath again. Notice your heart rate's up, and just come back to your form, integrity of the movements for the last 4 minutes. That's it. Well, before the second round, but okay, let's go. Coming back to our starting position, tap the knees. Right foot steps. And 1. 2. Pay close attention to the sensations that you're experiencing here, through the hip, through the glutes, ankles. 3. Into our Cossack. 1. Stay low. 2. 3. Press it up. Back to the lunge. Step it back. Tap the knees. Left foot steps. Press it away for 1. 2. and 3. Cossack right side. Keep it low. Over to the left. 2, 3. Use the hands if you need to. No problem at all. And up. Back to our bear squat. Stepping forward for good mornings. Set up with the hands. Right foot forward first. 1. Pause at the bottom. 2. And 3. Switch it over. Left foot forward, switch the hands, hips to the front. Long through the spine, chest moving forwards. 1. Pause at the bottom. Can you push a little bit further? 2. 3. Step it back. Tap the knees. Lengthen the legs. And step or hop the feet all the way forward to our squat. And taking whichever option here. 1. 2. We've got 1:15. I think we could fit in another one. Let's go. We'll flow a little faster this time. Tap the knees. Right foot steps. For 1. 2. And 3. Cossack lunge. 1. Strong through the legs. 2. Press yourself up. 3. All the way up, straight legs. Then we'll turn. Step it back. Tap the knees. Left foot forward. 1. 2. 3. Use the hands if you need. I know it's getting tough. 1. Stay low. 2. 3. Press it up. Back to the lunge. Tap the knees. Right foot steps, left foot steps in for our good mornings. We're almost there. 1. 2. 3. Switch it over. For 1. 2. Really exploring that sensation at the bottom, the end range. 3. Step it back, tap the knees, step it forward. Taking your option here, step it back, tap the knees, and bring it all the way down. Well done. Okay, this is where you'll need your stick or your strap, belt, whatever you have. And we're going to take shoulder dislocates, they're called. Sounds nice, I know. So taking the hands onto your stick or strap with the palms facing down. And we're going to take the stick up overhead and then start to take the stick all the way behind you, keeping the arms straight. Okay, and then coming back. We'll just come back slightly forward of the head. No need to come all the way back down to the front and behind. So with these ones, you'll increase the difficulty by bringing the hands closer together. But if doing that means, you know, doing anything weird, bending the arms or things like that, then just take them a little wider again. You might find that after a few reps, that starts to feel a bit more open through the shoulders, and then you could try taking them a little closer together. A little bit more. Two more. Lovely. And having a little rest. If you're using a strap instead of a stick, just being mindful that you don't slack off on the tension when you come behind. You want to keep on the tension of the strap as you move through the motion. Okay, the next one, still using the stick or the strap, but this time we're going to come around, so to the side with the stick, coming behind you, coming to the side, and coming to the front. Okay, so same thing with the strap, but again, just being mindful of the tension on the strap. Just getting a little bit of a different range through the shoulders. Round to the side, to the back, to the other side, to the front. One more this way. And let's change direction. Almost there. Hopefully your shoulders are starting to feel nice and open, or they will after this anyway. Okay, last one. Beautiful. Okay, one last movement. So taking the hands up overhead, again with the stick or the strap. This time I'm going to bend through the elbows and drive the elbows and the shoulder blades together behind the back, keeping that tension on the strap or the stick. Bringing it back up overhead, and again driving elbows together, shoulder blades together, and coming up. One more. Nice. Okay, we are all done. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that went well for you, and I'll see you in class. Bye.